Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our open evening. Obviously, at the moment, we're having to do this on a virtual basis. So what I aim to do tonight is to give you a good idea of exactly what the process of transition is. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Mr. Roberts, and I am the transition lead for Wood Green School. So it's my responsibility to help your son or daughter to move from primary school up to secondary school. And I'm here to support them and you as parents in that transition process. The job itself lasts for the whole year, and it starts here tonight with this open evening. What I intend to do today is to teach you or to show you about the mechanics of what happens during the process of transition. And then once that transition process has begun, how we will support your children as they go through year 7 and then up obviously into year 8. So let's start with the mechanics. The mechanics have started. You should have received from Oxfordshire County Council at this point in time an application form. That application form allows you to choose 3 schools that you would like your child to go to, and you would put them in a preference order 1, 2, 3. That application form then gets sent off to Oxfordshire County Council. Oxfordshire County Council will then process that. Very, very key here, parents, please, can you ensure that that application form gets to Oxfordshire County Council on or before October the 31st. What the council will do is they will deal with all the applications that have arrived on time first. Once they've allocated all of those out to the secondary schools, they will then deal with anyone else who arrives after that date, and they will deal with them in chronological order. So please, it is really, really important that you get your application in as soon as possible. Now, one of the reasons I say that is that we had 260 applicants last year for 210 places. And of those 210 places that were allocated, they all came from within our catchment. Now, if you're not sure where our catchment is, you will find within this presentation and also on our website a map of the catchment area. So you'll see Witney as a town, and then there is a thick red line that follows around where our catchment area is. So please, it is crucial for you that you get that application form in as soon as possible. Once that application form has gone into Oxfordshire County Council, they will begin the process of organising which children are going to which secondary schools, and then we will receive that information in March. Now, here's the good news, parents: you will actually know before we do. So you will get that information usually about 24 to 48 hours before we do. Once I get that information, that gives me the list of the primary schools that I'm going to visit and the children I'm going to see within those primary schools. So I will then start to contact those primary schools, and we'll begin the process of organising visits. Now, one of the key things we look to do is to try to organise those visits after the SAT exams. So we will not interfere in any way with the Year 6 exams that are going on, and we'll make sure those visits happen after that. So I will visit all of the schools that are on my list, whether there's 1 child coming from there or whether there's 37 children coming from there. I will make sure that I visit. Now, Year 6s. This is aimed at you. You need to be on your toes here, because I am coming into those schools and your teachers are going to tell me all about you. So this is what's going to happen. They're going to tell me all your strengths, they're going to tell me all your little weaknesses, and they're going to tell me all about you in all of the subjects they do. They're going to give me a good, thorough background so that I can then begin to put an idea on how to create the tutor groups. As well as talking to your teachers, I'm also going to give you a chance to talk to me. So we're going to have a question and answer session. So we're going to sit down and you're going to ask me all of the questions that you might have about Wood Green School, about moving up, about how I form the tutor groups, and also tell me a little bit about yourself. And this is the key thing within this. The information you give me is going to be as important to me about forming your tutor groups as the information I get from your teachers and also from your parents. You also get a chance to tell me that, sir, this is my best bud and I want to be in the same tutor group as him because I want to stay with him that's the way I want to be. And then I will listen to that, and that's what happened. Parents, whilst all this is going on, you will have received a letter from us. And I'm really sorry about this, but it's a very thick envelope, and it contains a lot of letters that I really need back as soon as possible. The information you're going to give us is going to be sort of like data that we can put onto our systems, medical information, that type of thing. But also, most importantly, from my perspective, there's going to be a green letter in there. And that green sheet gives you as parents the chance to tell me your thoughts about transition, your thoughts about your child's strengths and weaknesses. And then I will make sure that I add that to the information that I use with regards to the creation of the tutor groups. So all of the visits done, all of that information gathered in, I will then sit down with our SEN coordinator, I will sit down with the head of year, and then we will, between the three of us, create the tutor groups. Now, if we go to, let's say, 210 students, we will look to create around 7 tutor groups. So I've got to put all of you children into 7 tutor groups, bearing in mind your ability, bearing in mind your friendship groups, bearing in mind your primary schools, etc. And all of that information goes into creating those tutor groups. I aim to complete that by the last week of June. Reason for that is that gives me and it gives the staff here at Wood Green School a chance to have a look at those tutor groups to make sure that everybody is happy with the way that we've done it. Then I will send that information out to you. And what you will do is you will receive a letter via your primary school, and that letter will tell you the name of the tutor that you are with. It won't give you the full list of who's in that tutor group, but obviously you can have a conversation with everybody else in the school and say, oh, which tutor group are you in, which tutor group? And then you can find out. But all you'll see on your letter is, I am in 7 SR, and I am in Wychwood House, and then it will give you some information. Once you've got that, hopefully everything being as normal, we will invite you into Wood Green School for 3 days. And that will happen in July, usually around about the 4th, 5th and 6th of July. We invite you in and you will have 3 days and you will be Wood Green School students. So you'll have a chance to walk into school, even catch the bus into school like obviously some of the village schools will do. You'll catch the bus in, come in, be with us for the day, have a chance to have meals with us, have a chance to have lessons with us, meet all of your classmates, meet all of your friends and have a good chance to get together. Also have some lessons, meet the teachers that are going to teach you next year. They will also have a chance to see you, have a chance to teach you some things that they're going to look at next year. We'll also run some extracurricular clubs, so those of you that are interested in things like the choir, the drama, or some of the sports clubs, you can come along to those after school in those 3 days. Now, parents, during those 3 days, we will also have a parents' evening. So you will have a chance to come in the evening and you can have a chance to talk to the tutor. And the tutor can have a chance to explain to you how they're going to work as they go through the year, how they're going to best support your son or daughter as they go through the year and working with them. So hopefully by the time you arrive in September 2021, you will have had a good chance to have a good look around the school. You would have had a good chance to talk to teachers, talk to myself as the head of transition, your head of year, and get settled in before you've even arrived. So that as you arrive in September 2021, you can step off the bus, you can step through the front gate, and you can arrive running and ready to be Wood Green School students. So that's the mechanics. What I want to talk about now is how we're going to actually help you and support you within that transition process. Now, some of that I've already begun to talk about. So the creation of the tutor groups. All our tutor groups are mixed ability tutor groups, and you will actually be taught in those tutor groups for the vast majority of the lessons that you will do. The only exceptions to those will be maths, where we will set you by ability, design technology, where we have to think about numbers within the workshops, so we have to reduce the size of the classes, and then foreign languages, because some children will receive extra support when they go to Fresh Start. But other than that, things like history, geography, RE, English, science, The tutor group that I create, the tutor group that you've decided you want to be in, the people that you want to be decided to be with, you're going to be with them for the length of year 7. So you're going to have your friends around you. You're going to have the people that you know around you within that tutor group. So that's the first way in which we're going to look to support you. The second way in which we're going to look to support you is to make sure that we can give you extra visits. So those of you who feel that actually you might need a little extra support, you might want to have a few extra visits on top of what we've done with the 3 days, we can do that. All right, you would come in, we have some TAs here, we call it the nurture group, and those TAs will gladly support you, bring you in at various times of the day so that you can see what it's like to be here at lunchtime, at the beginning of the day, what it's like to be here at break time, what's it like to in certain lessons. Also, they'll give you a chance to have a good look around the school. Or they'll give you a chance to see everything that you'll want to do. So we can organise those for you. We also have long conversations with the SENCO. And our SENCO has visited all of the SENCOs within the primary schools. So all of your SEN information has come to us. And that profile has already been created before you even step through the door in September. And those profiles will go to all of the teachers who teach you. Even myself, although I am in my best bib and tucker tonight, I am a PE teacher. This is about the only time most of you guys are going to see me in a suit, because the rest of the time I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, little socks. Even if it's lashing down with rain outside or it's snowing, I'm in my PE kit. Even I will receive an SEN profile for you to help you, to support you in the lessons that you will come to us. Alongside the SEN, we also have some excellent counsellors here. All right, whether it be full-time professional counsellors who will work with you to support you, or whether it's our excellent sixth form students who offer some mentoring support, who will come down and have a chat with you. We also have some students in year 11 and year 10 who do some peer mentoring, and they're willing to give up some of their time at lunchtime, after school, before school, sit down and talk to you guys to help you not only with transition but anything else that's going on, homework. All right, getting yourself organised in the morning, being in school on time, getting yourself around the school, making sure you're knowing the way around. All of that will be in place to support you as you come through. So they are going to help you as you go through. And then probably one of the most key people who's going to take you through Wood Green School is your tutor. Your tutor hopefully will be with you for the 5 years that you are in mainstream education. They will be the key point of contact for you. All right, so myself at the moment, I am a current year 7 tutor group, so I have 7 SR, and actually I am being filmed here at the moment inside my tutor room, so this is where my class come to. So when they have a problem, when they have an issue, they will come and talk to me. I will listen to what they've got to say, and I will help them, and I will support them. And all our tutors will do the same thing, whether they've been here, this is their first post, whether it's their first post, whether they've been here 10 years, or like me, who've been here for 34 years. We know the system, we know how to best support you, and we can help you. And parents, we also, for you, will be that first point of contact. So if you have anything that you want to talk to us about, then by all means email us, give us a phone call, and we will get back to you. One of the things I will say, parents, and this is sometimes quite the hardest thing for parents to go through, is we're not as readily available as a primary school teachers. We have clubs that we run after school, we have activities that we do after school, and obviously we teach all the way through the year, and it's very difficult for us to be on a phone call instantly. But we will promise to get back to you as soon as it is possible for us, whether it's via an email or via a telephone call, then we will get back to you and we will support you. So we become, as tutors, I as a tutor will become very, very important to you as you go through. So if you think about this, alongside that, we have school nurses on site full time. So she will help you. So any of those students who've got medical issues, they will help with them. We have attendance officers who will help you. We've got brilliant TAs who will be in there supporting your children inside the classroom. We have an extensive network of support staff who will be here to help your children with being Wood Green School students, joining our community, all right? And it is their job to help you guys to settle in and be the best that you can be. So I hope you found this talk interesting. I hope it's answered a lot of your questions. There is an email address also on the website, which you can by all means email me, s.roberts@wgswhitney.org.uk, and I will get those emails and I will reply. So if you do have any questions about any part of the transition process, either from yourself as children or parents, please let me know. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening.